Alright, this is part 2 of the ejaculation control. I want to speak a little bit more on this because I have some more information that I think could possibly help. And speaking on these topics, it requires a lot of maturity. And this is something where it's not spoken about at all, really. Very uncomfortable for parents to speak to the children. Obviously, teachers in school don't really touch on these topics. So nobody really goes and speaks about these topics in a mature and a wise way. So I'm going to speak on it. And hopefully my goal basically is to educate and try to help people understand themselves, understand their sexuality and their sexual expression to a greater extent. Alright, so part 2, ejaculation control, is basically what it means is, if you put it in context of martial arts, for example, in order to be a great fighter, in order to be a great martial artist, you need to learn to coordinate your body together as one. So meaning a regular person that doesn't know martial arts only punches with the arms. He hasn't yet learned to use his body to punch. He hasn't yet learned to put his hips into the punch, to put his legs into the punch. And to basically coordinate his whole body, to use his whole body and to generate that force and create power in order to deliver a very lethal attack. So to put it in ordinary terms, or something better, easy to understand, it's like jump roping. In order to jump rope, you need some form of coordination. Your hands need to be coordinated with your legs, with your feet. In order to jump rope, there needs to be coordination. So your coordination with the body will be able to, will enable you to be able to be more proficient in what you do. Baseball players have to be coordinated in order to hit a home run. They have to swing the bat in coordinated fashion in order to deliver a great amount of force to the ball in order to hit home run. So when you're talking about physical activities, there needs to be a coordination. So now I talk back about the realm of sexual experience. When you are making love, when you are having sex, there's a way where you will be able to coordinate your body with your sexual organ, with your penis, or in a woman's case, her vagina, whatever. But I'm specifically talking about a male's part right now, because it's mainly the male who either he could ejaculate too soon and not please his woman, or it could take him a very long time to ejaculate. Alright, so what I'm talking about is when you are able to have your penis coordinated with your entire body. I'm talking about deep breathing. I'm talking about your breath. Your breath has a very strong influence on your penis and how it's gonna perform or whatever. If you breathe deeply, then you will see that if you are at the peak of or coming close to the peak of ejaculation, you will be able to calm it down so then you do not ejaculate. So say if the woman is on top of you and she is on top of you to orgasm, then you should be able to control your penis and not ejaculate before she does. You want to wait for her to orgasm, and then you can either orgasm at the same time or after she orgasms. So basically your whole goal is to make sure that she's happy and pleased. So in order to do that, you would have to have good ejaculation control. And a lot of it does have to do with deep breathing and your breath. If you breathe deeply, once you're coming close to that peak, it will slow it down. And you will be able to calm it and not be too aroused. Okay, if you breathe very shallow in short breaths, you notice that it will make you ejaculate faster. But then at the same time, you'll notice that you will not, when you're breathing short breaths, you will not be completely fulfilled. You may ejaculate, but it wouldn't be the full orgasm of where you feel completely satisfied. So you will have to experiment with your breath, breathing deeply, breathing shallow, and noticing and how it affects the way that your penis performs. And you will notice when I talk about coordination, coordinating your breath, say in the martial arts, with your arm movements. Learning to coordinate your breath when you bring your arms towards your body, breathing in, and then exhaling when you're pushing out your arms. So if you're able to coordinate your breath with your arms and your legs, then you will have that same coordination with your penis in each stroke in and out. So when you are having the stroke coming out, you may breathe in. When you go in, then you may be breathing out. You may be exhaling. So in martial art, you may be using the fist or you may be using the foot as a way of penetration into your sparring partner or your opponent or whatever. But when you're making love, your penis becomes the focus of your energies, and you will be penetrating with that. So when you talk about martial arts and you talk about making love, it is not very different. It is the softest side of the martial art, and I see it as the most beautiful side. You are making love, you are being gentle, you are being affectionate. There may be times when you may be hard. There may be times when you are rough because the woman likes it that way. And there's beauty in that as well. But when I talk about ejaculation control, it is a part of your body, your penis, and you cannot be ashamed of it. You see people who are at the gym, they're not ashamed to work on their bicep curls and train their biceps to be strong and big, or any other muscle group for that matter. But when you are having sex, when you are making love, when you are masturbating or whatever, you are training your penis to be stronger, to be able to perform better, just as if you're training your bicep. So there's nothing that you should feel ashamed about. Your whole body is trained. Your feet is trained, your calves are trained, your thighs are trained, your arms are trained, your chest is trained, your abs are trained, your neck is trained, your penis is trained, your whole body is trained to perform to a high level. A higher level than a lot of people that are untrained. So if you train yourself well enough, you can achieve orgasms, multiple orgasms in a short amount of time. Maybe even 6 to 10 orgasms within a couple hours.